The size of your thinking determines the size of your result. I told you recently I'm listening to How to Think Bigger by Mark Victor Hansen. You know, the Chicken Soup for the Soul guy sold like 600 million books, something crazy like that. And I checked this out on the Libby app from the library, and I laughed because he's like, well, this is going to be 6 tapes with 12 sides. So it's an old cassette that he recorded. And I just wanted to listen to something positive when I was running in Vegas the other day. And I really love the idea that really how big you think is going to determine how big of a result you get. And I really saw this years ago when Coach Bill Hart was with Building Champions, was my first coach in business. And I wrote this really big $100 million business vision. That was kind of the gold standard, really kind of still is today for loan officers. And I was really committed. I wrote out vividly what it would look like, who would be on my team, what the roles would be. And then, oh gosh, it took longer than expected, but eventually had an $80 million team doing 400 units 3 straight years in a row, which was a really great number, but it wasn't $100 million. Now, ironically, what I wrote in that vision, that was the team I built. So literally what I had put in there is what came out of it, but ultimately got stuck. And really, it wasn't until, ironically, I did the win by noon thing, blocked my calendar from 8:30 to 11:30 in the morning, and did things consistently in a market that was flat for interest rates, no new big builder account, no new big channel account, just really did the things that I needed to do consistently every morning before I got distracted by everything else. Sorry, watching the dog. See, there's out here wandering around me. And ultimately broke through that ceiling, 45% up, 113,551 units. But the bottom line is that the real moral of the story is I got stagnant after that. I didn't actually think bigger again beyond that. And so I'd encourage you really to think really big, like really, really want. How big can you think? And then figure out what is that first action I can do to get there. As always, appreciate you taking a walk with me. Share this with someone else who needs to think bigger.